and welcome to today's fitting florets or famed florets class. My name is Julie Sutcliffe and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in the UK, and today I'm going to be sharing 3 cards with you. I have had just a couple of ladies sign up to this class, and in the UK we have had some major postal strikes, so I'm feeling sad that it's unlikely that the kits will have got to them probably in time for today, but I still wanted to come on and do the videos so that my lovely ladies and anyone else can craft along in their own leisure, or could adapt some of the designs to using other things until the kits arrive. But yeah, let me go through what you will need for this class. I am going to do 3 separate videos. So I am using 1 sheet of thick, you will have card left by the way, 1 sheet of thick basic white, and I always put the white at opposite ends so we can differentiate the thickness. So 1 sheet of thick white, a sheet of polished pink, a sheet of balmy blue, a sheet of mint macaron, a sheet of soft succulent, a sheet of night of navy, and then 2 sheets of the standard basic white. Did I say whisper white before? It's basic white. Anyway, so there you go. You will have cardstock left. Obviously, I do like to give full sheets and not cut cards down, because I think it's important for people to learn how to cut their own cards down and things like that. So the first card we're going to make, we need just the night of navy card here, and we need a sheet of the standard white, and we need the polished pink. So that's it on that for now. I'll put the rest of the card to one side. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to show you the card that we are making, and I've started simple with a gatefold card. This is the card that we're going to make. It's quite busy because the papers are quite busy. Oh, to my ladies, I have also included 3 envelopes and a few little gems. Now your gems and some ribbon, this ribbon will be inside one of the envelopes, and you've obviously got half a pack of the papers as well to create with the lovely, lovely papers. So this is a simple gatefold card. We undo the bow and it opens like a gate, and I've got a sheet of white, a piece of white in there that I forgot to stick down, so it's just tucked in there. I don't know if I want to undo the bow because I've tied a bow and then I don't want to undo it after I've tied it. But yeah, that is the card that we're going to do. Simple gatefold card. The stamp set that we're using is the framed floret stamp set, and we are going to use the coordinating dies. Now these were an early release from the upcoming mini catalogue that starts on the 5th of January. Now these are the dies. They're stuck on two sides of the card. If you can't find them all, you might think there's not many dies in here. Well, they're on all the sides. In fact, they might even be on 3, so they're on 2 sides. So basically, I don't know where they all were now, but anyway, you've got 3 ovals, different ovals, and I'm going to show you how they work because they do more than they actually look like they do. And then you've got various images, sorry, dies that cut around the images that match up with the images in the stamp set, which is always handy. So there are the dies that we're using. Okay, so first things first, let's cut some card. So I'm going to take, you can get away with just using half a sheet of this. So I'm going to pop the card in my trimmer, and I'm going to pop it in landscape, and I'm going to cut at 14.8. We don't need this. We can use it for something else. Now, if you have a Stampin' Up Simply Scored tool, this is very easy to do because there's actually a score line on the 5.25. I don't have that here at home. So what we're going to do is you find 5, then you find 0.2, and then just in the middle of 2 and 3, we're going to score at 5.25. We're going to flip that round and we're going to do the same. I did forget to say, what you will need also are some clay blocks, a night of navy ink, a basic grey ink, and then we're going to use some stamping blends in soft succulent, polished pink and balmy blue. I did forget to say that. So we've scored that. Then we're going to take that piece of a basic white standard, put it in portrait or vertically, and pop it in at 10 centimetres. Now you can pause this video and go back if I'm too quick. And then we're going to cut it at 14.3. There we go. Okay, so also I'm just going to cut my polished pink card in half at 10.5. Like that as well. That's to go through the die cutting machine. Okie doke. Oh, and the other piece of white that you had left over, we also need that for the die cutting machine. So while we're here, let's talk papers. So my lady's got half a pack of papers included. Now mine have taken quite a battering. They've been very well used. So this is what I've got left. I'm supposed to be using that one for this card, but I'm going to have to see what I've got left and whether there will be enough. If not, oh, that might be fine. We can adapt, okay? Obviously, you will have nice full sheets. So this is one of the most used items in my craft room, is a ruler. So that's going to be fine. That's not going to be enough. Right, I've got enough with these two pieces, so that's good. We'll put that to one side. So yeah, I'm going to use this small patterned one. And if you're loving these papers and you're in the UK and you want to join my coffee and card, we are using the papers and the stamps in my next round of coffee and card starting on the 17th of January. Anyone in the UK or Northern Ireland can join in on that. Right, let's get the sheet now. Okie dokie. So I'm actually going to cut two things at the moment that I need. Just get rid of the bits off that plate. And I'm going to use this die, this big one, and also this one. Okay, now what you might need to do, because I've already used this, I might need to poke some of the pieces out with my scissors or a little pokey tool, because some of the white, some of the card pieces stay in, and it's easy to cut it next time if you've got rid of those. Yep. Okay, that's fine. So this one, I'm actually going to cut the pink, polished pink. So I'm going to try and do these in one go. And this one, I'm going to use the white. So that should fit there like that. And then I can use this for my stamping. Okay, oh, just sort of fits. I tell you what, let's put this down and turn it round and make sure they fit on nicely then. Yep. And we've got no nasty surprises with them not cutting. So I'm just going to feed that through. Okay, pop the dies to the side. I'm going to show you what happens one at a time with them. Let's just move them out of the way. Move this out of the way. And then I can share. Has my thing moved a little bit? Okay, so the pink one, it actually cuts two things, all right? So it cuts this fancy outer frame, which you can pop the pieces out, but it also usefully, because I was thinking, well, there's only 3 ovals, but it's very useful, cuts this over, which is what we're going to use for our project. So this is spare for something else. And then the other one cuts this little decorative frame, which we're going to use on our last card. So keep that to one side, we need that. And then this oval conveniently sits beautifully in there, and that's what we're going to use for our card. I do need to cut my papers. We didn't cut the papers, did we? Naughty Julie's doing it out of sync. Where's my trimmer gone? So in regard to the papers, the length of the paper needs to be 14.3, and I measured this and it is. And the width needs to be 4.7 centimetres, 4.7. Now, I've only got room for one on here. I think that's right, yeah, because the gap was 5.25, so that should work out right. Cut this down to 14.3. There we go, we've got 2 of those now. Okay, let's make a card. So, first things first, let's score these. Let's fold them in. And we can stick, this is what I forgot to do, our white piece in here. Now, if you want to stamp a greeting on here, then that's fine. I've got, for a special person on a special day, on the front, if you want to stamp a greeting, or if you want to stamp inside, then let's do that now. So I'm going to take my Night of Navy ink pad, and I love the fonts in here, and I love the greetings actually, so I'm going to use Wishes for a Beautiful Birthday. I love that. I'm going to stamp that on the inside, just so there's something on the inside. Okay. Oops, doesn't look like it's inked up. If you wanted to stamp some of the flowers on the inside, you could do that as well. Close that up, because an open ink pad makes Julie nervous. Pop the stamp back in the box. And now we can glue that to the inside of our card. I think my glue actually froze up, you know, the other day because it was so cold here. Okay, so that's on the inside. And then I'm going to take my pieces of paper and pop them here. And there. Actually, it's worked out quite nice. The gaps are nice. Looks good. Looks better than my first one, actually. Okay, so we've got our little gatefold card ready for some decoration. So, remember when we cut our white card with the oval, we have this piece left. So we can use this to do some stamping, all right? And I also need my white oval as well. Okay, so, don't know where my blocks have gone. There's one in here. Nope, never mind. I've only got 3 blocks. Right, that's fine. Okay, so I'm going to get that Night of Navy ink pad out again that I closed up, and I'm going to find special for a special person on a special day. And I'm going to stamp that first in the centre of my oval with the Night of Navy ink pad. Like that. Lovely. And then I'm going to take my basic grey and I'm going to take this leaf stamp, which is this one here, and I am going to stamp that sort of over here, hanging sort of off the edge a little bit, like that. And then another one here, like that. All right. Oh, we still need that out actually. And then on our scrap of paper, we're going to stamp one of those and one of those. So we can put them on either side because it's not really that important that they get stamped in a very specific place. Because we're going to cut these out. Now you can cut them out with the dies. I'm a bit too lazy to bring my machine back onto my desk, but they are designed to be cut out with the dies. So you can do that if you like to do that. Right, we're going to do a little bit of colouring now. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to colour with a soft succulent nib end, and I'm just going to go down the spine of the leaves. I'm not putting much on with the dark one. And then I'm going to go over it with the light one. Like that. So not a lot of too much effort there, just coloured those in like that. Then I'm going to go with the polished pink for the larger flower. I'm just going to, from the centre, I'm going to use these lines to pop the dark colour on, just like that really. And then go to the outer edges with the light one, but I'm going to go over the dark and try and blend them together. And then if you want, you can go back and add a little bit more of the dark. And then the same with the balmy blue. Okay, and then again you can go back over with the dark one. And then, as I say, you can cut these out with the dies, but I'm just going to cut them out with my scissors. So the first thing I like to do is actually make the piece that I'm cutting them out from smaller than it was. So I sort of detach them from the rest of the card. And then I cut out carefully, but I'm not really, it's the card moving rather than the scissors. These are our paper snips. I go on and on and on about how great they are. Now, I might not be able to be on chatting much this afternoon, I did forget to say, because I have got a couple of errands to run. I've got to go deliver some Stampin' Up things this afternoon to my ladies. There we go. Okay, doke. What I'm going to do first is actually work out where I want that to go. That's going to go up there nicely somewhere. And that one's going to go down here like that. Okay. But first, I've finished everything in the inside, so I can tie my ribbon, and I like to do it upside down. Now, I don't think I have enough of the ribbon left that I gave my ladies, so I'm going to use a different one. I don't know how well this will work because it's a thick satin, and it's not as flexible as the other stuff. So, but we'll have a go and we can see which we like best. Pull this quite tight because it's got to keep the card closed. This is a bit thick probably for this card, but it might look nice if I can get my finger in there to zhuzh it a bit. Okay, I'm probably going to have to move that over a little bit more. And then remember that pink oval that we cut out? Well, that's going to sit like, actually that works out quite well. I might actually need to make that ribbon a bit smaller. It looks a bit overpowering. You could faff with the ribbon, honestly, for hours. Okay, right, so the job to do now is just to stick this down to half of the oval. Maybe not even quite half. So we're going to slide that under there, check that and that. And, oh, that's a bit skewy. And then on the ribbons skewy now. That's okay at the back. So we're only sticking it down here on the left. So just hold that down for a minute and have a drink of your drink. I'm having one of the sachets that I sent them, my ladies, in the kits. So that's going to go on there like that. And then we can pop this on here with some foam pads or dimensionals. And that's going to go over there and just, oops, nice border, nice pink border. Oops, that's not quite nice. Come on, Julie, might have to just move it out of shot so I can. It's a bit better. Okay, and then I'm going to glue these down, my little flowers. Okay, now I really need to trim the ribbon. And then, let me see if I've got some left. Yes, so my ladies will have had some of these blue. These are from the annual catalogue. They come in 5 different colours. No, 6 different colours, I can't count. So I think I've popped you 3 of these in your little envelope. I'm just going to pop these on here. And there we have card number 1. A lovely, lovely gatefold card. And I don't know which you prefer, which ribbon you prefer. I think that's a bit much for that one, but it's all that I had left. And that's taken us just about half an hour. So the next video, so you can catch up, if anyone is crafting along, will be up. If you're watching along live, I will pop the next video up at 2:45, 2:45. And I hope you've enjoyed the card. I hope you'll have a go. You can use whatever you have got at home in your crafty stash. And I will see you soon for card number 2. Bye bye.